Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Happy Dim Sum, which is a 2 to 6 player game published by Meerkat Games. In this game, you're going to be trying to get other players to be full of dim sum before you are, and you're going to want to be the last person who is still hungry at the table to win. So let's go ahead down the table here. I'm going to show you how to play Happy Dim Sum, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right, so this is Happy Dim Sum. In the game of Happy Dim Sum, you're trying to serve your other players here and get them full without you getting full yourself. You're going to be full and eliminated from the game when you have at least 3 complete sets of dim sum on the table in front of you, in which have also been posted as daily specials. As the game goes on, more daily specials will be posted in the middle of the table, making it more likely that players will get full. Now, in this game, you're going to have 60 dim sum cards, you're going to have 39 action cards, and you're going to have these 9 special daily special cards. Now, you're going to take out the 9 daily special cards, and then you're going to deal out 5 cards to each player. Now, alternately, you could shuffle in these daily specials, and then if anyone gets a daily special, you just reshuffle them in the deck. But you're going to deal out 5 cards to each player in this game. So we're going to say we have 3 players here, so we'll deal out 5 cards to each player. And then we're going to shuffle in these daily specials, and we're ready to start the game. So let's go ahead and shuffle in these daily specials, and we can start the game. All right, and then we'll go ahead and place this deck out here in the middle. Now, gameplay. To win, eliminate other players by serving them dim sum until they are full, meaning they have 3 complete sets, and they match the daily specials that are in front of them. If you're not able to do this by the end of the game, you're going to go to closing time. And closing time is going to have its own special rules to it. All right, now let's get into the gameplay of Happy Dim Sum. What we're going to be doing is players are going to take turns, and you're going to take a look at your cards. So we've got 5 cards at the beginning of the game, and we're going to draw 2 cards. So we'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. If one of them happens to be the daily special, you'll immediately put that out and replace the card. These daily specials, again, are going to be the triggers for someone getting eliminated. So if someone has a complete set of this, that's going to be one of the 3 that they need to be eliminated from the game. Now, on your turn, you're going to have 3 moves you can take. And you can do any combination of these 3 moves you want to do. So different things you can do. So you can play 3 action cards. You can discard 3 cards. You can play out 3 times to other players. But what we're going to do is, so the first thing you could potentially do is you can play action cards. So I could play this action card here like this. It says, put this on any completed dish so that it cannot be moved or discarded. So this is important because there's actually cards that all do different things, but you have to watch out because there's reaction cards here. So there's a Yumi Chan here. Send 1 dish to someone else. Reaction, play this when you receive dim sum to send the same pieces to someone else. So you have some reaction cards here that you can play on other players' turns, and cards you can play on your turn is one of your moves. So another thing you can do is you can place out cards to other players. Now, if you look at this, this is going to be how many I need for this set. So this one says I need to have 4 to complete this set. So I can send these 2 cards here, but I can also add these wild T cards to it. So this would be a set of 3 that I could give to this player. And that would be 1 move. For another move, I could send another one out to this player because that actually matches the special. So that player is going to be closer to losing the game. And this one here is going to be, you need 3 of these to complete a set. So I place that one out there, and I have 1 more move. I could put hot sauce on this one here, so it can't be, it's going to stay on that player. So then I'm done. And I move on. Now, if I got rid of all my cards here, I would immediately draw back up to 3. But we'll go over to the next player, and they'll draw 2 cards. And we're going to continue on doing this with more and more daily specials coming out and putting sets in front of people, playing those action cards, discarding cards for moves, until everyone's eliminated but 1 player. And at that point, that 1 player will win. Now, it is possible that we have some people survive all the way till we get to the end of the deck of cards. Once we get to the end of the deck of cards, we're going to go to closing time. And what we're going to do in closing time is you're going to get 1 point per dim sum that's in front of you and 1 point per set. Now you're looking to have the least amount of points, because that, after you add up those points, the person with the least amount of points is going to win the game if we make it to closing time. Now, if there's a tie on there, the person with the least amount of completed sets will win. If it's still a tie, both players will win. Now, like I said, there's two ways of winning. You eliminate all players by them having 3 sets that also have daily specials out for them, or you get down to closing time and you have the least amount of dim sum in front of you. So that was how to play Happy Dim Sum. Let's go ahead back up the table here and I'll give you my final thoughts on this game. All right, so that was Happy Dim Sum. Card component quality of this game is good. It's going to go through a bunch of playthroughs and it'll be fine shuffling it up. If you play this game a lot, you may want to consider sleeving it to keep the cards from fraying on there, but in general, the card component quality is good for the game. Gameplay for this is very, very simple. It is going to be one that's going to be a family weight game that's going to be really easy to teach and get just about anyone into playing the game. So that's where basically the game is going to be sitting at. Now there is going to be a decent amount of take that in this game, so if you have a group that doesn't like take that games, this game may not be for you. But if you do like the player interaction that is from the take that, this is going to be a great game for that. And there's a good amount of mitigation in the game too, so you can defend yourself or you can do other take that to mitigate any damage that was done to you from the take that. So a lot of little unique strategy in which cards you keep it during the game and hold on to for like defending yourself, or when you actually play those action cards to do those things. The timing can be very important because you might want to wait to use those action cards to knock them out on your turn, which will be very beneficial to you because they can't fight back. Also, to keep in mind, this is an elimination game. In general, people get eliminated towards the end of the game, and there's probably only like 5 or 10 minutes left of the game. But there is the elimination. So if you don't like elimination style games, this may not be for you. But if you're okay with that, it's not all that long of a time before the game, you can run another game of it. So that's my thoughts on Happy Dim Sum. Thank you for watching.